When God builds a man, God does not build a man the way men build buildings quickly with just materials. When God builds a man, he shapes his heart, breaks his pride, trains his character, and fills him with purpose. This sermon explores how God builds a person spiritually, emotionally, and mentally for his divine use. God begins with the heart, not the outside. 1 Samuel 16 verse 7 NIV. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. When God wanted a king for Israel, he didn't choose the strongest or tallest. He chose David, a shepherd with a pure heart. When God builds a man, he begins inside. Your humility, your love, your obedience. The world focuses on appearance, but God is focused on your character. Before he gives you influence, he checks your integrity. Before promotion comes preparation. God breaks before he builds. Jeremiah 18 verses 4-6 NIV. So the potter formed it into another pot, shaping it as seemed best to him. Like clay in the hand of the potter, so are you in my hand, Israel. Before you are useful, God may break your pride, your selfish desires, or your wrong ambitions. He allows pain, delays, and disappointments not to destroy you, but to form you. God doesn't use men who are full of themselves. He uses men who have been broken and remade in his image. Just like gold must go through fire to be pure, you must go through pressure to be powerful. God trains in secret before he reveals in public. Luke 2 verse 52 KJV. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature, and in favor with God and man. Even Jesus, God in flesh, grew in wisdom. He wasn't born ready to preach. For 30 years, he lived in Nazareth, being trained, learning obedience, serving quietly. When God builds a man, he often hides him first. Don't be discouraged if nobody sees your value now. David was in the fields. Moses was in the desert. Joseph was in prison. But when God finishes your training, he will announce you. God teaches obedience through trials. Hebrews 5 verse 8 NIV. Although he was a son, he learned obedience from what he suffered. Even Jesus had to learn obedience. How? Through suffering. God allows trials not to destroy us, but to teach us faithfulness, patience, and total dependence on him. Explanation. Sometimes, the pain you're going through is part of God's curriculum. He is teaching you to pray when nothing makes sense, to trust him when it hurts, and to obey him when it's hard. God uses process, not instant results. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 NIV. He has made everything beautiful in its time. God is not in a hurry. He takes his time. Why? Because deep roots take time to grow. A mushroom can grow overnight, but an oak tree takes years and lasts longer. Explanation. Your process may be long, but it's producing depth, wisdom, and strength. Don't rush the process. God is preparing you for something greater. God tests loyalty in small things. Luke 16 verse 10 NIV. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. God watches how you handle little opportunities, small responsibilities, or secret moments. If you are faithful there, he will trust you with bigger things. Explanation. Don't wait for the big stage to start being excellent. Be faithful in your room, your family, your job. God sees what others don't, and he rewards the faithful. God finishes what he starts. Philippians 1 verse 6 NIV. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. God never leaves his projects half done. If he started building you, he will finish. No failure, delay, or attack can stop his plan. Explanation. Trust the builder. Even when you feel unfinished or unworthy, remember, he's still working. You are under construction, and the final version will be glorious. Father, I surrender to your building process. Shape me, mold me, break anything in me that is not from you. Teach me obedience, patience, and faith. Build my character before you.